research on the street and online. I found out that majority of people don't even know when retirement should start. I find out many people will tell me, especially in their 20s, I'm too young to start retirement. My own question towards that after making a research is that the best time...
Every time, every night is a loose one. And every flight, you know that I put the crew on. You say that I drop top, well then tell me what you've done. I'm still in my winning phase, yeah, I've been away, are you entertained? Yeah. Every time, every night is a loose one.
Welcome to my YouTube show. My name is Marvel Ladigun. Today, we'll be discussing about human mindset towards retirement. If you are new on this page, I would like you to subscribe, like, click on the bell button for future notification, and comment on our past, current video, even in the future. Comment about it on, important stuff you learn about it. Comment about it, about your question or any complaint you have about it. We are here to interact. Today we'll be talking about human mindset towards retirement. Like I said earlier, my name is Marvel Ladigun. Support my page. Welcome to Marvel Point of View. Subscribe to our YouTube page. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. Email me on anything, follow me on my social media like it's popping up on your screen. Today we'll be talking about financial literacy. This IQ by WFG World Financial Group is giving us this packet to talk about, and out of it we'll be picking just three out of it to talk about. To talk about our mindset towards retirement. The first one talks about, before we go to it, what is retirement? Retirement to me is money you put aside for your future use, especially when you are not able to be among the workforce again and for you to grow. Most everybody will know that, right? But based on my common research on the street and online, I found out that majority of people don't even know when retirement should start. I find out many people will tell me, especially in their 20s, I'm too young to start retirement. My own question towards that after making a research is that the best time to start retirement is as young as you are. Anything over 18 when you start working is the best time to start retirement. Because someone that started saving $100, for example, at the age of 20s, and they retire maybe at the age of 65, is not going to have the same amount of someone that starts saving $2,000 at the age of 40. That's the fact. The market grows, especially we put it on an index account, which I will talk more about our index account in the future. And I've talked a little bit about it in our past video. People, individuals like to argue about retirement. I'm too young. I'm not interested right now. This is why poverty grows. You have right to grow three stuff in your family. You have right to grow generational poverty. You have right to grow generational brokenness. You have right to grow generational wealth. As a father or as a mother, or future father or mother, would you like to grow generational poverty, brokenness, or generational wealth? Generational brokenness, if you don't understand, is when if you cannot have enough saving that in case you couldn't go to work for the next 6 months or 1 year, 12 months, you will not be able to pay your bills. That's a generational brokenness. If your father has failed you or your mother, meaning if your grandfather or your grandmother has failed your parent, why must you fail your child too? Why are you creating generational poverty and generational brokenness? It's not hard to create generational wealth. The issue is that we don't pay attention. Our mindset towards retirement is the issue. And don't just put your money in an account whereby your money won't grow or you'll lose money. If you let's use for example, if you put $100 on an account right now, and you put it in an account whereby it goes up and down, if the account goes up by 50%, you're gonna have $150. 2 days after, if the account goes back down by 50%, you're not gonna have $100 anymore. You're gonna have $75 because 50% of 150 is 75. People lose money. You have to put your money in an index account like High UL, and I'll be educating you more about High UL if you keep following this channel by subscribing, because it's not free. In the slide. Congratulations. One of the flip card we'll be talking about today is you are on your way to be money smart. What is money smart? When you put your money in an index account whereby your money can grow with, like the one I'm, on the platform of World Financial Group, WFG, between 6 to 12%. Your money can grow on it, and you have access to your money anytime. That's an asset. People can have a poverty asset. People can have a brokenness asset. A poverty asset is whereby you have nothing. Basically, it's an asset. So not have nothing. Assets you can also have is a brokenness asset, whereby you have to keep financing it. Keep financing it. You are the owner, but you are not the owner because you still financing it. For example, mortgage. If you couldn't pay your mortgage in the next 2 months, you might lose that house. You have financing brokenness. You have an asset, but it's on a brokenness level line of economy. If you are financing generational wealth, it's like you having a mango tree at the back of your house planted by your grandparents. Most Africans will understand what I'm trying to talk about right now, because we have a family house our grandfather gave to us. You have a mango tree at the back of your house, for example, and you keep wetting it up every day. Your father pull out of the mango, sell it to the market. That same tree, you comes to it, you pluck yours, your kids pluck out. Even after the seed of you sucking the mango, you plant another one behind your backyard, and you keep building generational mango tree. That's how generational wealth look like. What are you currently planning for your kids? Whereby you will leave your kids, most likely you might be in a category of generational brokenness. Whereby you will not be, I'm not telling you that, jobs. Before we even talk about jobs, we'll talk about jobs in another episode. When you work 40 years, starting from the age of 20 to 65, all those stuff, 40 years, at the end of the day, you don't have a good retirement. A okay retirement is when you can save 20% of your income at your lifetime. A good retirement is when you can save 30% of your income. A great retirement is when you can save 40% of your income. Right now, what is your plan? Are you saving 20, 30, or 40% of your income for your retirement? It's not easy to save. I understand. How is it not easy to save? It's because you keep expanding your expenditure. Your social life is not corresponding with your revenue. Your revenue is the income of you get as a job, steady income that comes in for you. That's why we're telling you to be money smart. Have you ever sit down in your room without your wife or your husband or anybody with you and think how many hours in a week do you use to think about how can you build retirement? How can you build generational wealth for yourself? As maybe you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s. Because if you're in your 40s, mid-40s, you've failed already. If you don't have a plan yet, if you don't know that. If you're in your 40s and you are still thinking about retirement plan, you are a failure. You can still have chance, but you failed already. Not because you couldn't hear about people talking about this. It's because your mindset towards it, human mindset especially, is so set up that when opportunity comes to us, we feel it like negative stuff about it. I've heard about this, that this account failed. I've heard about this account failed. So I'm not interested in it. Somebody have told me I'm too scared to start a new stuff because we have a negative mindset towards opportunity that comes to us most of the time. When you start having positive mindset, stop blaming the society for your own failure because your success, nobody is more interested in my success than I do. Hey, my mom loves me, but I think I'm more interested in my success than I do. I'm making every week. How many hours did I sit by myself and making a research on how I can get wealthy? If you take money out of our issues today in the world, majority of our issues are solved. I will ask you a rhetorical question right now. If money was never the problem, what would you be doing right now watching me? Where will you be? Will you be in one part of the world, your dream location, but you couldn't afford it because you have to be at work or other stuff? When we start getting money smart, when we start planning for ourselves, we'll stop blaming the society for our failure. Either in Nigeria, America, Ghana, Australia, France, Mexico, we find all this society, first class economy, third class countries. We find rich and broke people. Stop blaming people for your own brokenness. Stop blaming the president. Stop blaming the government. The government has no plan for you to be wealthy. You have to start creating an asset for yourself, a steady income for yourself. You have a job, what other source of revenue you have that can bring money for you steadily in case you couldn't be active at work. Nobody plans for any critical illness or something whereby you won't be active to go to work, or you are not in the mood to go to work, but nobody plans for COVID, especially regular people like I and you. But when COVID hit, we see some people who were financially okay. We see some people that were so determined on government for palliative. Palliative will not make you rich. Social welfare will not make you rich. Depending on government for Medicaid will not make you rich. Why can't you create a generational wealth for yourself? There's a lot of accounts that can turn your life right now to a millionaire. There are silent millionaires every day in the world. The world produces silent millionaires every day. It's up to you what you are doing. I don't know about it. It's not easy like that. It's because you don't make research. It's because you've not sit down by yourself for some hours to do critical thinking. Because if you cannot save 40% of your income at your lifetime, there's a problem. We've talked about assets. An asset is an item that have a value like an house, saving account, stock, or other sum of money you have for yourself. Having a lot of cars is good, lifestyle, but that's a liability. Between a house and a car at the age of 20, which one would you like to get first? Would you like to get a new SUV that looks good to impress yourself, or even yourself? I'm not even saying your friend, yourself. Or would you like to get a house which has an asset or a land? At your 20, what you should be planning for putting your money in is a property or an account whereby in the next couple months or years it can double. When would your current income or your current job double? I'm sure I'm talking to people in their 30s, 40s. When would your current income double? What did I mean? If you make 100,000 a year, that means I'm saying when will it double? Meaning, when will it turn to 200,000? When will it turn to 300,000? Triple. That is it. It's possible. It's about how you think yourself. I'm not saying you should not socialize. It's about you paying attention to the right stuff. Inflation affects our money. Another flip side is this. Inflation. Inflation is the cost of things goes up and the value of money goes down. You know, money is a piece of paper if it's not in an account whereby it grows. An account for you to grow is having a property, having an asset. Asset is not about physical what you see. It's having an account, index an account, like IUA index universal account, where you can grow your money faster. This is one of the accounts you need. You need to start thinking further. Stop blaming the government. Stop blaming the society. Stop being among those that complain how the society is run wrongly. Being among those that will solve their generational wealth. Hey, how was your own plan to change your family last name on the surface of the earth? Mine, I'm planning to change my family last name. I'm trying to build a generational wealth. I thanks to all my parents, my dad and my mom. They did a lot for me. But I want to do better for my kids. I want to make my son and daughter in the future have a better life than I do. I have a great life right now, but I want them to have better. This is what we build improvement. That is what we call progressive lifestyle. You're improving your generational wealth. You're improving your generational last name. How is it getting better? If your grandfather doesn't leave anything for you, you might not remember his name. But if your grandfather is like a wealthy man who lives a generational wealth, you're going to remember him based on the type of an account or property he left down for you. What are you planning for your kids? College plans. Are you having good college plans? And an account where it's not taxed. And another stuff I will tell you, start putting your money in a free tax account, like the one I'm into right now. I'm a licensed financial professional. Like I said in my previous video, if you are following this page, because you have to keep following this page episode by episode, so you can get where we're going to, because we're going to finish this packet, but it takes time. It's a lot. We'll pick this story and we'll talk about it. Today we'll talk about you have to be money smart, you have to have an asset, and you have to beware of inflation. Inflation kills our money. Inflation kills our money when your money is less value, especially when it's being taxed. I understand politics, I understand government. Government needs money to grow our society. But at the same time, I can try my best to invest in an account. But it doesn't have to be taxed. Free tax an account. That is how wealthy people make their money. Today, after watching this video, go and sit at the corner of one part of your life, your room anywhere, and every week, try and track how many times you sit and, hey, you can be on social media all the time, but make sure it's about, I'm not telling people not to live a, hey, don't live a boring life like I do. I'm living a boring life because all the time what I do is not to flex around. It's to make a research how I can change my family last name. Start critical thinking. Don't wait to the ending of your 30s or early 40s to start planning for something. You are a failure. Okay? And stop asking your friend who he or she is broke to teach you finance. What would they teach you? How would you ask someone that just go to the pharmacy to get a medicine about your headache? The best person you should talk to is a medical doctor. When you need to plan for a financial future or change your family last name, start talking to friends or family who have a wealth generational trade they are building on, or someone who is a licensed financial professional. Don't talk to your friend that is part of brokenness or under poverty line, or a little bit above poverty line to the brokenness line, and for generational advice. What do you think about index account? What is he going to think about index? Does he or she has the index account? So why are you asking him? He does not know. Stop pouring your hard work on your flesh or you work hard for in a basket. It's going to pour away. Stop pouring your drop of water, because someone that dropped a drop of water in a bucket is more better and smarter than someone that pour a lot of bunch of water, of gallon of water in a basket. Stop wasting your time and talking to your friend for advice or finance when both of you are broke. I have a bunch of friends. The majority of them I will never talk about finance because they are not money smart. You gotta be money smart. You gotta be smart with money. Stop complaining about the society. Start being the solution to the society. Change your last name today. We'll talk about human mindset. Generally, your mindset has to change. Start being positive to opportunity. Stop praying to God all the time. Especially, my name is Marvel. I'm a Christian. My God is not deaf. But anytime I go to church, I pray to God to bless me. But on Monday morning, I am open-minded to opportunity. I won't go to church and shake my head or go to mosque and shake my head like a gamma lizard. And at the end of the day, opportunity comes my way on Wednesday of the week, or Tuesday, or Thursday, or Friday, and I said, no, I'm not interested. You thought God is going to come down? It's like a student that doesn't study but goes to church to pray for a magic pen. When I was in elementary school, I remember one book, Shaya the Magic Pen, whereby he thinks a magic prayer pen will make him pass the exam when he doesn't study. That's the majority of what we do. We don't have a prayer. We don't have a plan for our retirement. We don't have a plan for to get a multiple source of income. But we are going to church and mosques or whatever religion you're practicing, like I'm practicing, and you're calling yourself a religious person, but you're a failure. But you shout to, hey, God is not there. God can listen to you. But heaven, there's this quote I grew up listening to. Heaven helps those who help themselves. Help yourself, the heaven will help you. You need to start being money smart. Be money smart. And thanks for listening to this episode. Your mindset has to change. Please subscribe, like, comment, click on the bell button for future notification, and be money smart. Thank you. The point of this is that you have to follow me on social media, book an appointment with me on Zoom or in person. Talk to me on social media. I'm a licensed financial professional. I have a bunch of millionaires, coaches of different race, of different ethnicity that can guide you that speak different languages, that can guide you about finance, that can guide you about index account, not just Marvel. I'm on WFG platform. We can talk about finance for you because financial literacy is what matters to me. We gotta change our family last name. That is my agenda. I'm not leaving anybody behind. Nobody should be left behind being struggle, because being money smart, you don't have to work hard for it. You just have to be smart with it. And no bunch of people will watch this video and skip. That's his life. Not everybody will be rich. but do you want to be on the list of drug people? Think about it. Have to be reasoning about what you do. God bless you. I remember Abeladigo. I want us to know something. If we don't change our mindset, nothing will change in our life. The only thing that will change in our life is negativity. Negativity grows faster than positive. You have to be smart. You have to be positive with opportunity. You have to stop rejecting opportunity. You have to be able to take a good risk. I'm not just saying to take an unreasonable risk. Take a good risk, but be openly minded. Stop being rejecting opportunity that come to you and start shouting to God as if God has failed you. You know who failed you? You failed yourself, and you failed your family. If you failed yourself, it's not that bad, but you failed your family, you failed your kids, you failed a lot of people. Because a lot of people depends on some of you, some of us. A lot of people depend on some of us, and at the end of the day, we cannot be dependable because we are under not making a good way of making a change to our family. Be a good pilot who will land a plane in the right way. Be a good sailor who will move a ship at the right way. Be a good driver who will follow the speed limits. Be a good family leader. I love you, sir, man. I love you, sir. I love you, man. My name is Marvel Ladigo. I'm a licensed financial professional. Thanks for watching. Be money smart. Change your mindset. God bless you. Thank you.